Bernstein initiating a crypto rating this week with a bullish call for the sector. Analysts at the firm expecting the total crypto market cap to reach $7.5 trillion by 2025. Joining us right now is Crypto.com CEO Kris Marszalek. Good morning to you. Let's start here. If $7.5 trillion, what is the current market cap of crypto right now? Bitcoin is what, about 1.5?
About that, yes. So we are looking at roughly 3xing the entire market, according to the analysts, over a period of, say, 18 months.
And we've been talking this morning, and really all week, or maybe in the last several weeks. Obviously, Bitcoin's been on this remarkable run, as has Ethereum and so many of the other currencies. We can discuss whether they should be described as currencies or what they should be described as. But when you see this type of move, how much of this is literally just a supply-demand issue that's being created by the halving of Bitcoin, but maybe more importantly, the ETF market, and how much of it is something else, meaning it has to do with what you think the Fed is going to do or what the economy is doing or what the NASDAQ is doing?
I think the move is predominantly driven by the inflows from the Bitcoin ETFs. This is a very successful product, and there is a problem with supply side, so it has to be reflected in the price.
What do you make of this move down, though, even in the past couple of days? What is that suggestive of?
I think it's a healthy move, removing some of the leverage that is built up in the system. And what we want to avoid is sudden, super aggressive spikes. We would really like to see steady inflows into the industry, into Bitcoin and other coins that will allow us to have about 12 to 18 months.
Can you figure out, though, Kris, what's happening? Literally in the past 24 hours, we've gone from, call it $73,000 to $67,000.
Five.
Was that a function of the retail market selling actual Bitcoins, or was that institutions selling the ETF product? What do you see, given the flows that you see, actually happening behind the scenes?
Right. So we sit on a ton of proprietary data, so we can look back at what happened in 2021 cycle from retail perspective and compare it to what's happening now. Looking at the data and the intent as the signal from retail side, we are probably in December 2020, January 2021. We're seeing this kind of metrics, right? So I think this is predominantly driven by what's happening in the options market and a correction. But you have to remember that this level of volatility is actually pretty low comparing to what we've seen in previous cycles.
But so that's what I want to answer, Kris. Is that over? I mean, 20,000 to 3, 65,000 down to 17. Now there's ETFs. There's more mass adoption. There's more institutional, if you will, ownership. Are those days over? Or can we still expect 80% high to low moves for Bitcoin in the future?
I think you would see a steady ramp up, and that's what we want. And I think as the size of the market and the increasing liquidity happen, you will see less of sudden moves.
Less of that.
This is an asset that you want to hold for decades, not for days or weeks.